everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Browns are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Titans, who will need to solve that secondary.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down, Murray. A little juke. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 2nd down, Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry for Isaiah Crowell. Got some room at the 30. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, it's Crowell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. The tight end changing his position. On 2nd down, Kessler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Fielded about a yard deep. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Derek Morgan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
A fake to Crowell. Now it's Kessler. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
We've got a 3rd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. Off the play fake to Crowell. Here's Kessler. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the back goes into motion. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Airing it out for his running back, Murray. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd down now after the incompletion. And they'll send the slot in motion left. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. To throw is Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion is Coates. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Morgan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd down now after the sack. Play fake to Crowell, now Kessler. Now he's forced out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Kessler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Following the interception here, Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now a give. This is Murray. And an alley to run. Murray with a nice move. Off to the races. DeMarco Murray. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the deep. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. Out of the gun, Kessler. He finds Coleman. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From midfield now, here's Kessler. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the shotgun, Kessler. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw on first is Kessler. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They're throwing again. Kessler. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Third down, Murray. And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Throwing now, Kessler on first down. Flush to his right. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Kessler. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Isaiah Crowell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Parkey's kick is good. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Play fake. Kessler. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Crowell's going to try and run for it. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And some space here. Murray, strong running. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On play action, Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's Murray. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Kessler. Over the middle, here to Coates. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Kessler now on 1st down. And this one caught by Coates. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Shotgun snap, Kessler dumping it off for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go now.
In motion is Coates. Kessler. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sammy Coates, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Play action now. Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing, Mariota. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A second Jew. DeMarco Murray. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 22. Yard line. The slot man in motion right. On first down, Kessler. This is Crowell on the catch. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play fake to Crowell. Now Kessler. A little dump off for Crowell. And he is knocked down from the side. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the interception here, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A handoff. It's Murray. Murray has the first down and more. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. DeMarco Murray, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
This is fielded at the goal line. Spins by. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Check green. Check green. Watch it now, Barney.
Slot man moves right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Daquan Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now let's go.
Now Kessler throwing on second down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field. Know the hit is...
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
No. Check. Patriot.
A fake to Crowell. Now it's Kessler. Flush to his right. On the run. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Mariota now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. First down, Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Runs over it. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Here's Kessler. And Miller with it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That one good for 7 that time. And it'll give the Browns a first down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, Kessler. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Arakpo in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack. So the D-line's going to spread out. Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Arakpo in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Second down, here's Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Mariota uncorks one for Davis. Breaks through the contact. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number one headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff to Crowell. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Off the play fake to Crowell, here's Kessler. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now Kessler on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Kessler. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a give to Crowell. Oh, he bowls over him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because it might not be.
There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
But yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. Murray has the first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, 44 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play action. Kessler. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.